for its uniqueness, its true density, its patrimony, and its will since 1822 at the end. Even though we are celebrating 200 years, this house has always been about engineering with brilliance, innovation, and then the way you dress a timepiece, that exquisite respect to tradition, enamelers, engravers, miniature painters. The House of Bovet has, in the panorama of all brands who deserve respect, absolutely, its clear identity. And I love what makes true luxury, that clear identity, small numbers, and always handcrafted. I have been introduced to beautiful watchmaking thanks to my grandfather. And then one of his favorite brands was Bovet. And when I have been able for the first time to collect by myself, whenever a timepiece deserved at auctions to be collected, I did so. So the inspiration of today, and I'm very proud about this, with our artisans, when we express our offer of 2022, we always look also from where we come, that density, that substance of what a Bovet pocket timepiece was already in the 19th century. Like two hands to a plow, on one side to pay respect to that house, its patrimony, its value, its true value, and then every year to push a step further in terms of offer, not only on mechanics, but always on the way we dress every single timepiece, its ergonomy, its smoothness, and that every component is made in-house. We are very lucky. I always said that a true luxury house must have an address. It starts with an address, a house, whatever is the house. Presently it's a castle, but the castle belonged to the Bovet family since centuries. And in this house, from its windows, you can see the countryside, which is called Bovet. And the mountain in front is called Mont Bovet. You cannot invent this. This is destiny. So we decided to have the headquarters here in this house, and then the facility being 1 hour drive only, it's very convenient. And I need to live with my artisans, to share with them, to develop, to think, to tune, to engineer, to listen to them. And this is the most beautiful experience. It's not about buildings or machinery. It's the human being. This is also, it's all about human beings. Sometimes we spend 20 years around people, we don't know them. I love the language of the eyes. The eyes never lie. And I met in 2007, in fact, for the first time, Paolo Pininfarina, the design house of excellency. That way, that elegancy to be able to design a car, a boat, a timepiece. A timepiece came thanks to our relationship. And after 2 hours sharing together, Paolo told me, but what do you think if I design a Bovet timepiece? I said, with great pleasure. Because the same fundamentals, to do well, to do beautiful, to do substantial, I understood it is also the philosophy of the House of Pininfarina. And in 2 years ago, the House of Pininfarina became Automobili Pininfarina also. And they came with a car, which is such a marvel. You have there all the elegancy of a GT car, by the same time sustainable, electric. You sit inside, you feel that there is a lot of room. And again, power with elegancy and that Italian touch to design every single curve. And I have to tell you, the CEO of Automobili Pininfarina, also Per Svantesson, is a great gentleman with all his team, Luca Borgogno, Gosta, Henning, Giulia. When they kindly invited me to go to Courmayeur, and Per was telling me, Pascal, drive the car. I said, no, look, in Courmayeur, the roads are small. He told me, no, I promise you, you should try. So the 21st minute, you want to pay respect. This is a precious, beautiful car. I was not used. And how you can feel that 20 minutes after, it's a friendly car. a fantastic one, and you can truly drive it even every day. A beautiful achievement at all extents. Yes, absolutely. It is called the Battista to pay due respect to the car. And again, with such complexity, when you take the timepiece, it is on the chassis of titanium, you have sapphire glasses. And it's not the sapphire the issue, it's the polishing of the sapphire. It takes so much time. And when you see these two curves at noon and at 6, you understand how much skilled polishers must be in order to have that full transparency. Around 1,000 timepieces. We have the will to grow, but we have the will to grow steadily with partners who understand the house. And quantity is not the essence in this house. It's all about excellency, uniqueness. And then, with the years, yes, we have the intention and the will to increase. But again, whenever we will be sure of the next step in order to achieve it with same quality, uniqueness, and attention to detail. Absolutely. In fact, when we do a limited edition of very high complicated movements, we only do them in 60 movements. When we achieve the 60 movements, we never repeat them. And then inside these 60 movements, any collector, as it happens every day, asks for bespoking his timepiece. And the house of Bovet, when we look all through the 200 years, is the house of bespoking. We love this, and our artisans are delighted and honored every time. The way to bespoke corresponds to the philosophy of the house also. I have to tell you, in these words, to truly understand the beautiful challenges, the difficulties to have true facilities, you have to do it. I'm very proud, thanks to the 97 human beings, that if we speak in any continent to a collector, a journalist, a friend, when he will come to Switzerland, in beautiful Sweden, they will see that the House of Bovet has true facilities, from the stamping up to the hairspray. And this is called for me loyalty towards everyone and credibility. I'm very proud since Edouard Bovet and his family, up to today, and with the quality of the human beings we have, the house is solid, seated, to keep protecting its patrimony while looking to tomorrow. Pride, but pride, I always react as a father. I think Bovet as a father. You know, when you have the surprise to be called to go on the stage, the few meters, you see the faces of your children, your lady, your artisans. It's not you the important. The important is to say, you see, children, that philosophy that I always ask to be shared, experts are saying it deserves respect. And this is the only angle through which I see it. This morning we got another award for the Orbis Mundi. We are already at 4 awards this year. And every time for me it is, oh, I'm proud. When it goes to the facility, the artisans will understand. A recognition of the passion of every day. I limit myself to this. And for me, it's always tomorrow. In this case, the first inspiration is my son, Amadeo. I love my Amadeo system, the pocket timepieces, my first love about the House of Bovet. Not only, but notably the House of Bovet. And one day, I always put my timepiece on my desk while I'm speaking, like a lot of us on the phone. And I need to live the timepiece, to see the finishings, the dials, the way the light enters, how the hands, I can even improve dimensions. And Amadeo came to me saying, Papa, you pocket timepieces, like joking. Oh, it's not modern enough. I'm a young boy. design something for me. And months after, again, playing with my timepieces, talking to them, I said, but that angle, when it's opened, try to design a timepiece without being an Amadeo system, but with that angle, to repeat the V, which is the center letter of the House of Bovet, with the 5 letters. And we came with that design. He loved it.
Yeah, that was
He loved
the
it.
next question.
He loved it. He said, oh yes, this is modern.
Yeah.
And we did not realize at that time that one of our collectors said, by the way, when he collected the first shooting star, he said, it's very interesting on the wrist because with the angle, time comes to my eyes. But when we were designing it, we did not understand it. So it became also the modern expression of the density of our watchmaking. 2 different children, of course, but with the same blood and the same principles. Oh, this is, again, a fantastic human journey between an extraordinary couple of collectors. They really know luxury, they appreciate luxury, they have a lot of ideas. Exquisite couple at all extents. The house of Rolls-Royce, the house of Bovet. I'm also a Rolls-Royce collector. And we came all together. But Bovet was with that will for the first time ever to display on the dashboard of that unique and extraordinary car, the Bovet, a true mechanical timepiece on the dashboard that you can also wear on your wrist. So the Amadeo system. And with all contingencies, vibration, humidity, magnetism, crash tests, all together we have been able to achieve everything. And we did the mounting system in the house of Bovet, but the beauty between the engineers, the collectors, all our artisans, a fantastic human experience. Everybody sharing that philosophy to do, but to do well, to do, but elegantly, to do with power, but the power also of the movements as the car, the finishings of any components like the car, and for the satisfaction, before than anything, of that extraordinary couple of collectors. These kind of challenges, the House of Bovet is synced into challenges. We need it, and you need to offer to your artisans the fact to dream. Luxury is about dreams also. If you don't have dreams every morning, why do we wake up? I need dreams, reasonable dreams, sometimes crazy dreams, but how you turn the impossible into the possible. Thank you also. Thank you very much.